constituting ourselves with a new constitution. And those of you who've been hanging around us for a while, you've heard us.
That's the great mystery.
Yeah, you've heard us mention Oreta, Light's law versus Black's law, which the world runs on. We are talking about Light's law, Oreta. And this is directly connected to the sacred languages. And I'll walk you through this. But the first thing that I wanted to, and I please forgive me because I share so much. Some of the times I don't even remember what I share, because when I'm in the flow, spirit just is moving words through me. And if this is a refresher, great. If it's not, if this is new, that's fantastic. But either way, I am going to share it because it's what the spirit's wanting me to go through with you guys today. So the whole point of what Ken and I are doing in every single time we gather is to paint a vision for you, in order to have something to aim for. If we know that one of the definitions of sin, which I'm not going to get into the detail of that, but one of the definitions on the surface side is missing the mark. Well, if you don't have something to aim for, how can you hit it? Right? You know, there's got to be something that you're aiming for. It's like a purpose and a plan, a direction to go into, which we will be discussing on next week's teaching about the Orek and the Darek, two different ways of processing life's journey. I want you guys to connect to this because we've been talking about Mishpachah. We have talked about in the past where Mishpachah draws the anointing out. And if we're building family, then one of the most integral points of what Ken and I are trying to get across to all of you is that when we know the sacred languages, we are building family together.
Through trust.
Right, through family trust. So if we're constituting ourselves and we're enjoining ourselves with one another, it means that we have the same foundation principles. If we know there's a journey from the Aleph to the Tav, and we know every single letter is pointing us in a direction to get us to the end of a completion, to be the strong leader teaching shepherds of the covenant and find the covenant of fire within, how much stronger are our family bonds when we do it together? Because the same building principles are there for all of us. So if I'm talking about an Aleph, you know everything about what the Aleph is. The family knows what the Aleph is. The family knows what the Bet is. So the frequency of the Aleph Bayit, if we collapse these into the symbol of Father, it means those who have united using the essence and the frequency of God, of the ethereal realm, of the essence that is of the unseen, that is taking those twin energies that come from that to build and unite ourselves as family and to build our temple as strong.
Now Father is seen.